Hey guys, Aaron Cybertron Zang here, and today I'm back with another episode of Road to Ranked, where I climb the online VGC 17 ladder and provide live commentary as I go. We're just playing a little bit more with the Porygon-Z team. It has been really good, and I'm still surprised by it, but we're at 1890 right now, so if we can win both games today, we'll probably break the 1900s, maybe even break the 1900s after this one, but I'm still really expecting to just take a hard L pretty soon, because this team is still, I don't know, like, it's very offensive, and it definitely has weaknesses. I think I've been pretty lucky in the last couple of episodes just running into okay matchups and, yeah, being able to play out of some holes here and there. But, yeah, we're just going to look for our first opponent of the day. It's been a blast using this team, honestly. Like, I didn't expect to climb up that quickly through the 1800s with it, and if I could get into the 1900s with it, that would be awesome. So, yeah, we'll see, and we just are going to look for our first opponent of the day. As always, if you guys enjoy Road to Rank, please show support by leaving a like on the video. I'd really appreciate it. We're going to find Audrey from France with a rating of 1719 to kick off this episode. Audrey running a team of Snorlax, Ninetales, Arcanine, Tapu Fini, the Kartana, and the Mimikyu. So, a bunch of things to comment on. First of all, this reminds me a lot of the Korean team that we saw in yesterday's episode, and in that one, my opponent had a Scarflele. This time, there's no threat of Scarflele, but Ninetales plus Kartana is definitely something I have to be careful of. However, because there is no Lele, I really could just go Smeargle Porygon-Z. Yeah. I think it's most definitely that the Kartana is Assault Vest, because there is the Ninetales, which typically has Sash. Maybe it's a Z move too, or Scarf, for all I know. So, you know, I think my best lead is actually just Hariyama Porygon, with Koko in the back. And for the last one, it's between Naoigo and Gyarados. I like Naoigo a little bit more, though. Yeah, so what this lead accomplishes is I have Fake Out pressure, but unlike Smeargle, which has no offensive pressure, Hariyama can actually take special attacks really well because of the Assault Vest, so Blizzard from Ninetales does absolutely nothing. Poison Jab plus Feint probably just picks up a knockout onto Ninetales in return. The only fear is that my opponent freezes me. Like, I'm worried about Blizzard going off before I get my Z conversion off, but we'll see if that lead even comes out. So I'm going to go with Hariyama and Porygon-Z. And my opponent's going to bring out Kartana and Arcanine. Okay. Yeah, I'll take that, I guess. Gyarados would have been very nice to have here. The only fear is I don't know what Arcanine set that is. Like, if he's like Fire Emblem Z and he just one-shots Porygon, that would be sad. I think I will just go for the Fake Out onto Kartana and the conversion, though. And I'm more worried about Sacred Sword from Kartana, obviously. Yeah, maybe I should have brought Gyarados, because if I did, I would probably switch Porygon out into Gyarados. Yeah, so Kartana flinches. I get my Z move off first, which is good. The question is, what does Arcanine go for? Is it a Z move of his own? Could very well be. And with the Intimidate, unfortunately, Close Combat does not knock out the Kartana, especially if it's bulky Assault Vested. But at least I will be able to get all my stat increases and turn into Electric typing. There's the Fire Emblem Z, though. This might just knock me out. Yeah, Gyarados would have been the call. If I had Gyarados, I would have just faked out Kartana, switched out in Gyarados turn 1, I think. Because then I put on a lot of pressure. I'm at +1 defense, but I have no bulk on this Porygon-Z. Unless he targeted Hariyama for some reason, but yeah, he did. Can I survive that? I do hang on with 14 HP, but he probably has extreme speed. Which is not good. I think I'll just close combat Kartana and I'll protect to see if he has extreme speed. He definitely does, though, if you're Fire Emblem Z. Kartana switches out, okay. Fini? Yeah. I don't mind that too much, because that means I will get the terrain, I will win the terrain war, and with Koko and now you go in the back, I still think I have a decent shot at this one. But that was a good switch by him. Yeah, there's extreme speed. I guess I could switch Porygon-Z out. Close Combat actually did a decent amount there. Was that a crit? Not even. Wow. Hariyama's just really strong. Yeah, I should invest in some more bulk on Porygon-Z, honestly. I'm gonna switch out into Koko here. And in case he messes up and does an extreme speed for some reason, I'll just pick up a knockout. Maybe I should have targeted Fini. Either way, I messed up my Porygon-Z setup in this game. I think maybe Smeargle would have been the call. Just follow me and Z move. But I still think even though Porygon-Z didn't do, unfortunately, anything, he did apply pressure, so now I have Koko in for free, and I'll be able to switch into Ego as well. He scalds. Oh, that's interesting. So no Moonblasting. That's Specs. That was bad. I think I really could have won that game with Koko Ego, but crit plus Specs I think just seals up the deal there for me instantly. Good predict. I knew I could have taken any attack from Feeny, but the crit, yeah, is bad. That's heartbreaking. But I could have played better too. I just didn't set up Porygon-Z well at all. How does he throw this one away? Is there any way I can win? Without Protect on Ego, I don't think so. Unless he switches out Feeny into Kartana carelessly and I just pick up the knockout. Where's the switch out? Kartana? Maybe. Arcanine's just attacking here though. Oh, actually Wild Charge probably just one-shots me. No, I hang on, but I didn't target Arcanine. Yeah, I needed to Sludge Bomb or Power Gem the Arcanine there. Yeah, so I get the knockout onto Kartana, but without Protect on Ego, I just lose. The reason, like, Koko and Ego kind of runs through my opponent's team, so that crit was really bad. But that was my fault for putting myself into a bad position. I could have led a lot better. Smeargle would have been the call. Yeah. So all you have to do is... Unless I crit Sludge Bomb onto Arcanine, I guess. Extreme Speed might just knock me out here anyway. But, yeah. Like I said, this was just me not leading well enough. Feeny comes back in. Okay. Is there any way I can win this? Yes, the Extreme Speed might not knock me out, though. Pretty sure he's Specs. Yeah, I'm just gonna Sludge Bomb Feeny in close combat Arcanine. Okay, he did Extreme Speed. If I survive this... I do hang on. Can close combat plus feint knock out Arcanine? Oh, he survives the Sludge Bomb anyway. Yeah, that's game. Ah, that's heartbreaking. I think if I actually pick up that knockout and I close combat the Arcanine, he might be in Feint KO range. Well, we'll see. If he wasn't in Feint KO range, I'd probably lose anyway. Oh, wow. Yeah. Ah! That's so frustrating. I actually could have picked up a double knockout there. So let's see what the last one was, because if I got that knockout onto Feeny, then it would have been Hariyama and +1 Ego. And it was Snorlax! Ah! That's what I get for not having modest Ego, though. Yeah, that's heartbreaking, but oh well. Yeah, that's like, I've been using Timid, and Modest is definitely better. And the only reason I'm using Timid is because I've been lazy, and it was the one that I had previously on the team. Okay, so unless he, like, went for high horsepower here, yeah, all you have to do is return. But, yeah, I think without that crit, I definitely could have won this game. The thing with Porygon-Z is it just applies so much pressure immediately, and my opponent didn't have any good switch-ins in a Thunderbolt. Like, even though Kartana was AV, even that can't take Thunderbolts too well. So, yeah, good play by my opponent on the first turn. She just checked the Porygon-Z immediately. I think without that crit, maybe it would have been an Extreme Speed KO range anyway, so maybe it didn't matter as much as I thought it did. But, yeah, we do take, I think that was the first loss, actually, on Road to Rank with it. I'm not too sad about it. I could have played a lot better. I don't know what the roll onto the Feeny is there, because if I knocked out Feeny, then I actually just win the game there instantly as well. So, you know, in the end, even with the crit, it kind of came down to maybe one damage roll away from kind of winning the game. So, can't be too upset about that. But I think my opponent played really well, too. Assessing that Porygon-Z was the threat, going for the Z move early on, leading very nicely to check the Porygon-Z potential lead matchup. And I think one thing I could have done better maybe was... Well, one, I didn't bring Gyarados. I don't think Gyarados actually would have been the best... Like, I think I had the right Pokemon here. I just didn't execute correctly. If I wanted to go with the Porygon-Z setup, maybe it would have been better to go with Smeargle and Porygon-Z, as you saw from the leads. Because if I do go Smeargle, Porygon-Z, then basically I sacrifice my Smeargle, but Porygon-Z doesn't take any damage. It gets the boost, and then actually kind of sweeps through from there. So... For example, I could have played that game a lot better. Yeah, I got crit, but I could have led Smeargle and Porygon-Z to try to go for the setup instantly. Instead, by leading Hariyama Porygon-Z, I knew I was going to take attack on that first turn, and that just did way too much. So that was me just not playing very well with Porygon-Z. And then, yeah, if I had Modest Now Ego there, it probably also would have been game. So that's my bad for being lazy and for running Timid still. I just used the same Now Ego from my Life Orb set on the last one, but there are no excuses there. Like, yeah. But I probably should. That should probably motivate me to get the Modest Now Ego that I need after this one. So, yeah, I'm just going to look for the next game here. Good game to my opponent, though. I thought my opponent played really well. And it's a shame like Koko went down without doing anything because there were no electric resists other than Cortana. And Thunderbolt, like, outsped and just knocked out everything. But we're going to go up against Frankie for our next opponent of the day with a really scary team. Garchomp, Pheromosa, Tapu Koko, Mandibuzz, Hariyama, and Arcanine. So, obviously a very speedy, very offensive team. Hariyama on my opponent's team for Fake Out pressure. Like, I really want to go with Smeargle Porygon-Z, but there's so many spread-type users on my opponent's team in Koko and Garchomp. Now Ego, maybe? Now Ego is really good. Maybe go Smeargle Now Ego. I haven't ever gone with that lead, but it makes sense for the fast Fake Out here. Hariyama does have Feint, though. Now Ego. Well, this is tough because of Pheromosa, I think. I'm also really worried about that Hariyama. You know, maybe I will go Smeargle Porygon-Z here. Koko, and for the last one, don't think I want Hariyama. I think Now Ego's still good because I could potentially close out games with it. Yep, that last one was frustrating. Let's see if I can rebound here. I didn't play that very well, and I am not very good with using Porygon-Z, as you've seen. Like, I've been pretty fortunate in a lot of my games that I've used with this team, but a lot of the times I just don't execute well enough with Porygon-Z, so I'm obviously still learning as I go along with it. But what does Frankie bring out? I'm going to go with Smeargle Porygon-Z, so I do have Fake Out pressure. He could have Fake Out pressure with his Hariyama. Garchomp Mandibuzz. Okay, I'll take that, I think. Maybe Gyarados would have been good to bring. So, you know, instead of Z converting, one thing I could do is actually just Fake Out Garchomp and Ice Beam. I could also Spore. That might seem really weird, but nah, you know what? I'm just gonna Fake Out and Z convert. Oh, but if I convert, I'll turn into Electric type, yeah. Yeah, I'm actually gonna Spore Garchomp and Protect, because he could have Tectonic Rage. Porygon protects. Could be Scarf Earthquake. That's fine. Unless he doubled up on a Smeargle. Yeah, I outspeed Mandibuzz anyway. Okay, good. So that's good, because he's guaranteed to turn asleep next turn. We'll see what Mandibuzz goes for. I would think a Tailwind. Yeah. But with Garchomp asleep, that's definitely really good. What does Moody give me? Special defense. Doesn't help much here, but that's fine. I would guess that's Scarf Chomp. See, the thing is, I don't really have Protect users, so I might switch out and switch back in. Yeah, I'm going to switch out into Nio Ego, and I'm going to... Z converting is a little bit risky right now, but I think I might have to go for it. Because Garchomp's guaranteed to turn asleep, so yeah, he's going to switch out. Okay, that's what I thought. Into Pheromosa. Oh boy, that's scary. But the idea here is I can stall out Tailwind. Like, I'm going to stall out a free turn of Tailwind here. I'll get the conversion off. He's going to Foul Play, probably into Smeargle. Yeah, so now Ego takes that. Not as well as I would have liked it to. Maybe Ice Beaming into Pheromosa would have been better, because I would have done a lot of damage. Maybe even put it in Fake Out KO range. Okay, so this next turn is, like, a question of what Pheromosa is going to do, because I got the boosts off now, right? But does Pheromosa target Porygon, or does it target down Now Ego? And the other question is, am I willing to just lose Now Ego? Honestly, I think the answer is yes, because I've got Smeargle the back. So I think I would just Sludge Bomb and Protect here. It's probable that Pheromosa will just target Now Ego. Mandibuzz switches out. Into Garchomp. Okay, I'll definitely take that, because Garchomp is still sleeping. I hope this means he's targeting Porygon-Z. That would be quite nice. Jump Kick. Not high jump kick. Jump kick. Good target, though. Successfully calling the Now Ego. But that's fine, because now Tailwind's about to expire, and I've been setting myself up for a Porygon-Z sweep this game, basically. Yeah, so I'm going to fake out Pheromosa. I really want to double up into it. But he could Protect. What can switch in the back? This is scary because I'm effectively playing 2v4, but I think Koko plus Porygon-Z can just win me this game. Yeah, I'm going to double into it because Garchomp's not a threat right now. Fake out and Thunderbolt. You could Protect. No Protect. Good. Good. Garchomp stays asleep. Okay. But if Garchomp wakes up and it's Scarfed, it could still be bad. A lot of it comes down to what comes in right now, because Mandibuzz is not a threat offensively. Speed Boost would be nice here too. It's a defense increase. Okay. I don't think EQ should knock out my Porygon-Z though. So let's see who comes back in. I'm also afraid that Mandibuzz is maybe sashed. I don't know about that. But Koko comes in. Okay, well that's pretty good, I would say. That's very good, actually, I think. I'm going to follow me here. And I'm going to go for the knockout onto Chomp, yeah. You get Dazzling Gleam, but the thing is, I'll trade Garchomp for Smeargle and some damage on Porygon-Z any day. Unless he wakes up and gets a Protect off, that would be bad. No, okay. So Porygon-Z just gets the Ice Beam off here. Should knock him out unless he's sashed. Good. So that's 2 knockouts. Porygon-Z trying to sweep through right now. And we just see a Gleam, so that's fine. Good Gleam by my opponent, but there was nothing else I could have really done there. And Porygon-Z, because it's boosted, actually takes that pretty well. So what that means is now, and he's Life Orb, which is very good to see. Because what that means is I bring in my Koko now. Yeah. And my Koko plus Porygon-Z should definitely beat my opponent's Mandibuzz plus Koko. Yeah. So, finally, like, after the last game, I was frustrated because I didn't play well with Porygon-Z. I think this one going a little bit better. I'm actually just going to Dazzling Gleam and Thunderbolt. Because I'm electric typing and because I have a +1 special defense boost, even if Mandibuzz protects your Koko can't knock me out. He's Life Orb too. So yeah, Porygon-Z will just get the Thunderbolt off. And one-shots Mandibuzz, perfect. So that should be game. My opponent Koko shouldn't be able to 2v1 here, even if it crits. And he just Dazzling Gleams, yeah. Wonder if single target Dazzling Gleam can do enough to Koko if it's spexed. It might be able to. But I want Porygon-Z to pick up all 4 knockouts this game. I crit there. Okay. So we do end up winning this one. So coming back from that loss in the last one, I'm still a little bit upset about how I played that last one. A little bit unlucky. Not having Modest Now Ego hurt me, but ultimately it was a loss that was very much in my control. But this one, I think I played a little bit better with Porygon-Z, so not too sad about that. Yeah, so, you know, this game was scary because my opponent had Tailwind, but if you're able to put your opponent's, like, getting that Spore off against Garchomp was so important because it effectively wasted a whole turn of Tailwind, basically forcing my opponent to switch out. And him switching Garchomp back in was also a curious decision that I think helped me a little bit because I didn't have to worry as much about offense from it because I knew it was asleep. Pheromosa was obviously a big threat. My opponent made a great play by going for the jump kick onto Now Ego, but what that actually allowed me to do is just switch in Smeargle for free and get that fake out off. And that wasted the last turn of Tail when I was able to knock out Pheromosa, and I saw that my opponent's team was super weak to Electric plus Ice. Like, that's one reason why I wanted to use this Porygon-Z team, because that combination is really good. I mean, historically in competitive Pokemon in any format, even in singles, like, Ice plus Electric is really good typing, and there aren't that many Pokemon that can resist both of those, so even though Porygon-Z kind of relies on sweeping through with Thunderbolt, you know, having Ice Beam is really good because it checks Pokemon like Garchomp. So this game, Porygon-Z really was able to set up, and because Garchomp was disrupted, it was able to just sweep through. With Mandibuzz being in the opponent's back as well, and Tapu Koko, he didn't have very much offense going other than Pheromosa and Garchomp, so I was able to knock out Pheromosa, which was the biggest threat. Garchomp was asleep. That was able to be taken care of once Tailwind expired, and it kind of just went from there. So yeah, kind of shorter episode for you guys, but two really great games. That first one, definitely a little bit heartbreaking, but learned a lot of good lessons from it for sure, and I definitely need to lead a little bit better with this team when I play with it. That second game, though, yeah, it was really scary because it was like 2v4, but I had confidence in the late game with Porygon-Z and Koko, and fortunately they were able to seal up the deal. So yeah, it's going to be it for this one, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. As always, leave a like if you did, and I'll catch you guys next time. All right, peace.